Victory or death!
Victory or Death Starfighters, my name is Carlin Jones, and this is a Starfighter full episode review. And today we are watching the Bureau of Magical Things. This is so highly recommended from one of my followers on my channel and my Discord, Lazar, aka Laser. I've been calling you Lazar, so let's just have. I'm just gonna have that be a nickname, unless you want me to call you Laser. But yeah, okay, so I'm a fan of, I forgot who the guy's name is who makes all these shows in his production company, but I'm a fan of his work. He's done Ocean Girl, Cyber Girl, Thunderstone, to what else? What else did I watch? Maybe it's just those three things. But Ocean Girl especially, I'm a huge fan of. Ocean Girl is one of my favorite characters as of the last 10 freaking years of TV that I've been watching. I'm currently on season 4 now, and I need to get back into that, but huge fan of his work. He knows what he's doing. He makes good shows. So the Bureau of Magical Things. I have no idea what this is about. I know it's magical. I know it takes place in the exact same city that Cybergirl takes place in. So hopefully we'll see some cool Easter eggs there. I don't know what else to expect except for amazing world building, because that's right. I think his name is JJ or J something, who makes these shows. If there's one thing he does exceptionally well, it's building the world where these fantasy characters can kind of live in. So I'm expecting within this 24 minutes runtime to be fully engaged into this world by the end of it. That makes me want to watch episode 2. So we'll see about that. Yeah, so that's as good of an intro as I can do. So the Bureau of Magical Things, if you don't watch this along with me, you can watch it on Netflix, because that's where I'm going to be watching it. So yeah, I'm going to start this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I don't know who this Asian girl is. I saw her on like the thumbnail for the episode. I'm like, she's really cute. Which is funny because I just had a podcast episode with my friend Julia, who's also Asian, and I was telling her, I was like, you know what? I never dated an Asian girl, and I really want to. I don't know. As weird as that is. Okay, there's a floating book. This is good though. They say the general rule for fantasy and sci-fi films and TV that whatever your story is, whatever your characters are doing, you have to introduce that fantasy sci-fi element within the first 5 minutes, or within like super early into the story. So, when they see it later on, it's not weird. It's not out of place. I'm surprised she touched it. I would have just ran away. There's a flying book? No, I'm out of here. Whoa. I wonder what brought her back home. I love how out of all of his TV shows, this is the most cinematic. This actress looks familiar. Yeah, that's not who I'm thinking of. Like most kids' TV shows, this it's kind of like the score is important, right? There's a lot of it. Yeah, the musical score is so heavily used thus far in this TV show. Oh, got the intro. I don't like this. Show the intro on episode 2. Just spoil everything, why don't you? Don't know who she is. She's pretty too. Ooh, she's also pretty. Token black character. The Bureau of Magical Things. Uh, that intro is very underwhelming. You might as well just not even show it. Just wait till episode 2. If that was all it was going to be. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. She can't do it all herself. She ain't LeBron. I need help. Get some recruits. Oh, look at Sydney. So beautiful. Is that Sydney, right? Because this is technically River City, where Ocean Girl, or excuse me, not Ocean Girl. Ocean Girl is Orca. Where Cyber Girl takes place. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't understand why this guy who makes these shows just wouldn't have all these series like overlap. You know what I mean? Kind of like a universe. Kind of like how what Marvel does with the MCU and all these characters exist within the same time frame, just different areas. Just have that for this. That would be freaking amazing. And imagine season 2 of Ocean Girl, beautiful development. You find out she's an alien, all that stuff, and then meanwhile, as she's leaving to go home, or I guess her sister's leaving to go home, outer space and whatever that planet's called. Cybergirl's spaceship is like literally flying towards Earth too, and you get season 1 of Cybergirl. That would be awesome. And I don't know where Thunderstone would follow along. Maybe it's like in the future, but then when he travels back in time to different areas, maybe he'll happen to go to River City in one special episode or something. I don't know. No, I don't know. I have no idea how to tie that in. She looks so much like my friend Rachel, especially the way her hair is. Maybe I'll share that in the Discord. A picture of my friend Rachel. She looks so much like her. It's not even funny. In basketball, there's only so much criticism you can make towards somebody in basketball. I love how someone's so passionate about alien life and they're just trying to express themselves, and their friend is just like, yeah, whatever, shut up. That guy is literally me trying to meet girls. Like, hi, just smiling over excessively and walking away very awkwardly. So there's black fairies, mostly white fairies though. So black fairies are still in the minority. Or maybe there's no race where they are. I already have questions. Hate it when teachers do that. Pop quiz. Psych. God, I'm so happy I'm not in school anymore. Interesting lighting in their area. I would assume it would be a little bit more brighter, but I guess it was a little dramatic, so I see why the shadow was on his face or whatever. I don't know. I've always wanted to work on a kid TV show. I don't know. I just feel like it would just be a lot better, a lot more fun. It's probably more stressful. The last series I worked on was this Apple show that's like I don't I think it's like an I say like T14. That's the rating. In America, we have like ratings as like TVG, TV14, or like M for mature audience, which is like 18 and up. So I want to say it's a T14 show, but it's all adults. Oh my god. Ew. Why do you do your night runs at dark? I'm sorry. That is something white people do. So I remember I went to a party when I was younger, and my friend, who is white, and I remember we were partying and all the stuff, hanging out, and it was like 11:30 p.m. at night, and she looked at me and she's like, "You want to go for a run?" It's like, why? Why is that? Why does that cross your mind? Why would I want to go for a run at like midnight? It makes absolutely no sense. I'm interested to see who the villain is for this show. His makeup has to be on point. Like I'm sure he looks like ghoulish or whatever. And I'm loving that this show has a lot of different sets. There's different areas. You have this library that looks pretty cool. There's a lot you can do with that in terms of lighting and whatnot. I feel like they're doing like very basic right now, like basic lighting and whatnot. But it's whatever. It's season one, right? It's the pilot. You do what you got to do. Um, you have her home. Her room looks pretty cool. Her whole house. You have this woods area, which they visit before, and then you have Sydney. The beautiful city of River City. So yeah, some cool stuff. Don't really understand what's happening thus far in the plot, but it's kind of whatever. Oh, I get it. This is like what happened. How did it lead up to this point? It didn't really give that example. You know what I mean? What is she doing? Why did she take the whatever? We're gonna report her ass later. Lovely home. She clearly plays point guard. Oh, here comes that guy again. This is literally how women look at me when I walk by them. Literally. They just find me very repulsive. Why was she looking at him all crazy? I mean, besides like his ears or whatever, but honestly, in today's age, it's not really far fetched. If someone had those kind of ears walking around, people just wouldn't say anything. Some cute dogs. I don't leave those dogs there. Is this where she fell? Let me have this job. I want to do voice acting for a dog. People talk to their dogs all the time as if they know exactly what they're saying. There should be nothing strange for people. If anyone's weird, it's this guy. What are those donuts? It's called eBay. That's true. You did come after her. What is going on? Still so confused about what's happening in the show. Ah, fairies and elves, so they're not the same. Oh. So are they like special because they're fairies? You know what I mean? Like, are there like normal elves or are all elves fairies? You mean you're in trouble? She should have just left this alone. Yeah, that's not true. Their shit obviously hanged up. That's so funny. Clearly, those are like wires pulling up the dress. It's clearly like wires, and then what they do in post production, they mask it out so you don't see the wires. She's very bossy, or not bossy, but like sassy. She just has like this crazy frown. Yeah, from what? Would it though? Would it really? I want you to expand on that. Because if you can do magic, why aren't you helping us? We have like diseases, poverty, mental health. Oh, she has elf and human magic blended in. She's like the chosen one. Mm. This is so weird. Wow. She's about to freeze to death. Imagine if you just got teleported in Antarctica. That's not Antarctica. That's probably like somewhere in Canada. All right, that's the episode. It's cool, but there's not really any story happening. And I get it; it has to build stuff up. But listen, I have a rule. You know, this the pilot episode lets you know what you're going to get for the whole season, and that whole season will let you know what you're going to get for the entire series. So there's not really much of a story here. Just really pretty lights and sound effects and a musical score that's not bad, and a weak intro. The theme is pretty weak, but I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna put episode two on my Patreon. Maybe I'll put episode two on YouTube, and then for the rest of the season, I will make it on my Patreon. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to really say about it because nothing really happened, right? I mean, she got her magical powers, but that happened within like what the first 5 6 minutes, right? And then for the entire show, it was just, it showed like her family life. She has a dad, she's on the basketball team, she has friends. And then it showed a little bit about the magic that happens in whatever magical world they're in. Didn't really get to learn too much about those characters, but yeah, there's just a lot of questions, and I don't know, maybe not necessarily good questions, but I guess maybe episode 2 will shine a little bit more light of the answers the show can give. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. So with that said, thank you for listening, and I will see you on the next one. But until then, victory or death, Starfighters.
Victory or death!